Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a short video, do's and don'ts for a TSA canvas. I had a subscriber ask me for a video on your do's and don'ts on a TSA canvas because there are some. So let's jump right into it. So here is one that I'm currently working on. So when you get your TSA, it will come with the glue or it's mounted film adhesive, and it will come rolled with your print on the outside, just like how I have it rolled here. And you do not ever want to roll it back the other way. When you get it out of the box or the tube, it should pretty much lay flat on its own. If it doesn't, just lay it flat, and in a few minutes, it'll go ahead and lay flat for you. You do not, I repeat, do not roll it the opposite way. It will mess up the adhesive. So I'm just going to clamp it down because this is a large painting, and I have it hanging down in front of me. So the plastic is a thicker plastic than most diamond paintings. I do keep it on. You can use parchment paper. See, I have Reynolds Kitchen parchment paper. Do not use wax paper. The wax will come off the paper. You want to use parchment paper. And you really don't want to get the cheap stuff from the dollar store, because I have heard it will not come off. So I do get the good parchment paper, and I have used this on my TSAs. But for sometimes I do just like keep the plastic on it. I section it off with washi tape, and I just cut along the line with a razor blade or my X-Acto knife. I don't press. I press just hard enough to cut the plastic, and I use the washi tape as a guideline, and I don't press hard enough to where it will cut through the canvas. So just hard enough to cut through the plastic, and it works great. I got the tape sectioning off by Jeremy, JTMJ, let me get it, JM, it's Jeremy JTMJ Crafts on YouTube. He has a tutorial on how to section off your squares with washi tape, and as I get the section done, I'll cut it along the washi tape and I'll throw away that piece of plastic. And I do also use the, because I was just starting off with my 310s, because this is 310 crazy. So I also use these white square, I don't know what you would call them, the tack paper. They do work well. Let's see. If you misplace a drill, you do not want to slide it. Hence, you get the pink tweezers. They are rounded. You want to pick up your gem and replace it in the correct spot. You do not want to slide it. It will tear the adhesive. I'm just going along and I'm trying to think do's and don'ts that I do. If you happen to get a piece, if you have your plastic or your glue uncovered, if you get a piece of paper, I've set paper on my canvases before. Not on purpose, by accident. So what you want to do is try to pick off as much of the paper you can. Grab a wet wipe and get the paper wet with the wet wipe and rub it lightly until the paper comes off. Then you're going to have to let the adhesive dry a little bit before the sticky will come back, because when it gets wet from the wet wipe, your drills may not stick right away. You're going to have to let it dry, and then the stickiness will come back. I have done it many, many times. So as I was saying, the biggest thing, do not roll it back on itself to lay it flat. It will lay flat. This one, when I unrolled it, when I took it out of the tube, it laid flat automatically. So if it doesn't lay totally flat, just lay it out flat on the floor or the table or your bed. In a few minutes, it'll lay flat just on its own. So I am an affiliate with TSA. I'll have my discount code down in the description box. It is Billy15 for 15% off of orders $40 or more US. So, and I'm just trying to think, what else could I say? As we know, they all come pre-bagged like this. I don't like to work out of the bags. This is just, it wouldn't fit in my container, so I am using the Harbor Freight containers. And the inventory sheets come in colored now, so I just make a colored copy of my inventory sheet, and I cut it out, and I run it through my Zion sticker maker, and that's how I label up my kits. And let's see. And I have noticed, like on the round, this is a round, so this is my 310. I have a large tray. This is what I use my 310s for. And I have noticed mainly only on the black, because these are so mass produced, that you may get a few drills that are larger than the others. It's just the way that they were they come out of the mold. I think it gets a little extra flat, so that's why I can't find one. It's not very often. It's very seldom. I may have one larger than the others, and it's very, very noticeable. Just throw it, put it in the trash. So you can really, really tell, because it is flatter than the rest of the gems. I think it, because I do believe these are made in hot plastic injection molds. So yeah, so it may get smushed in the press twice. That's why it is a little bit larger. It is noticeable. It's flatter. It's not as round, so it is very, very, very noticeable. I don't find it very often, but when I see it, it is very, very noticeable. I just throw them in my trash bin. So, and you get plenty of extras. And ever you do run out of color. I have not run out of color yet. And if you do, just shoot Rachel Treasure an email, and she'll get you some replacements out ASAP. So if you have any issues with your Treasure Studios art kit, always shoot Rachel Treasure an email. She does have everything linked on the website, and it's also listed on the bottom of your canvas for Facebook, the support email, She is really good in getting back to you right away. Also, one other thing, on the mounted film adhesive, you may get a little overhang of your adhesive on the side. I just put washi tape over it while I'm working on it, so I don't get any dust or lint on it. So it's usually on one side, but sometimes I have seen it on just both of the edges. The top, not so much, or the bottom. It's just mostly on the right and the left side. This one, see, it goes right up to the edge of the pasting area, and on this side it overhangs just a tiny bit. So no big deal. I just take some washi tape, put it over the adhesive until I'm finished, and then if you frame it, you can take the washi tape off, you can cut off the edges, or you can, when you frame it, you can actually cover up the extra adhesive off to the side. It's not very much. It's just, it overhangs it, you know, a little bit. So there we have our tips and tricks, do's and don'ts on a TSA canvas. I thank everybody for stopping in. Like I said, this is going to be a short video, and we'll see you all on the next video. Bye, guys. Oh, one other thing. If you have any questions, I'm always free to answer. But if there's, like I said, if there's any issues, us affiliates can shoot Rachel an email, but it would be best if go ahead and contact Rachel Treasure yourself if you have any damage, any missing drills, stuff like that. So I'd like to thank you and for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys. Thank you.